Hey there everybody, DestroyerX here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play that I'm going to be doing for my YouTube channel. This game was developed by Avalanche Software and published by Atari, and was also released on the Sony PlayStation 2, the Nintendo GameCube, and the Xbox 360 on March 22nd, 2005. That's right, this game is Dragon Ball Z Sagas, which is based upon the popular anime and manga series Dragon Ball. Right now, what we're seeing here is the main menu of the whole game. Now we're going to go into the options menu because I want to make sure that to set my difficulty accordingly. There are 3 difficulty settings in this game. There's easy, normal, and hard. And the default difficulty selection is going to be normal, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it on normal. And I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. Okay, so far so good. And now we go ahead and go to where it says Play Sagas. I could go to where it says Tutorial and do the tutorial, but I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to go on from here. I can choose difficulty again if I didn't choose it in the options menu, but I'm going to go ahead and choose it again. And I can have, this is 1 to 2 player game, so I'm playing by myself, so this is just going to be a 1-player game. And now we're going to go start the Saiyan Saga with the Arrival.
Years ago, a child of the monstrous Saiyan race was sent across the galaxy to Earth on a mission of destruction. However, his Saiyan programming was erased when he fell from a high cliff into the greatest adventure of all time. That boy was Goku, and armed with his otherworldly Saiyan powers, he embarked on a quest for the 7 magic Dragon Balls, one that pitted him against the strongest fighters on the globe. Goku honed his skills under the watchful eye of the legendary Master Roshi. But when his strength quickly surpassed that of his teacher, he set out into the world, not as its destroyer, as the Saiyans intended, but as its greatest defender. Goku traveled far and wide, battling the evil forces that sought to take control of the Dragon Balls for their own selfish desires. With the power of right on his side, he defeated the notorious Red Ribbon Army. And when the Demon King Piccolo rose from the shadows, bent on world domination, Goku was once again there to save the day. Now a new threat has emerged, and Goku stands ready to meet the challenge. The evil Saiyan Raditz has come to Earth and kidnapped Goku's son, thus setting in motion a chain of events that will take Goku far beyond the world he has sworn to protect, and force him to test his might against the most powerful villains the universe has ever known. Will Goku prevail against these deadly foes? It's all up to you as the adventure continues.
Now, doesn't that anime intro look awesome? That anime intro was done using a digital ink and paint method, which is basically just done with a computer. And now we're going to get into the main part of the game, which is, well, for right now, for our objectives, we're going to have to defeat all the enemies on our way to Raditz. In addition to that, we're also going to be collecting 4 Z coins, and we're also going to be purchasing a special upgrade, which will allow us to do a special key attack. But yes, right now we're going to get into the mechanics of the game. I only own this game for the Nintendo GameCube, so I can only provide advice on the controls for the GameCube. I'm sorry. But if you're familiar with playing video games, then it shouldn't be too hard. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about the game in terms of the controls. Yeah. The control stick on the GameCube, you just move that around, you'll move your character. If you press the B button, you'll punch. You press the Y button, you'll kick. If you press the X button, you'll perform a key attack. Which, if you also hold down the X button, you'll be able to perform your special move. The special move for Goku is actually the Kamehameha. If you press the A button, you will jump. If you double tap the A button, you'll actually fly. And in order to land, all you have to do is press the A button and you'll land. If you press the R button, you'll block. If you press R and A together, you'll charge your key meter, which is the yellow meter that's below the red meter. The red meter, of course, is going to be your health meter, and if that health meter goes all the way down, well, you'll pretty much, that's the end of the game for you. Unless you do something specific. You can press the Z button to do a short-range teleport. No, it's not instantaneous movement, but it's one of those things where you move so fast that it looks like you're teleporting. But I wouldn't worry about that teleport move right now because of the fact that you have to unlock that. And the way to unlock it is you have to buy that particular upgrade over at the upgrade station, which we'll see here in a little bit. There's some combos that you can do in the game. For the most part, there's like 2 combos that you can do off the bat, but the rest of them you have to unlock by buying the upgrades at the upgrade station. Now you'll see that I'm going to be picking up these yellow and red capsules. The yellow capsules are actually going to be, they'll actually restore your ki. And if you actually collect 10 of those yellow capsules, they'll increase your ki meter. The red capsules, they will, of course, they coincide with your health. And if you collect the capsules, they'll increase your health. And if you collect 10 of them, they'll increase your health bar. Now, you'll also notice that I grabbed a Senzu Bean. Now, you would think, that's going to be pretty handy for whenever I'm low on health, and I'll actually, well, just eat a Senzu Bean and my health is restored. Not so much, unfortunately. You see, the thing with the Senzu Beans is that you'll be able to find them in every level. In most levels, you'll find Senzu Beans. However, you can only hold up to 3 Senzu Beans at a time. And if you have a Senzu Bean and your health runs out, the Senzu Bean will automatically revive you. And apparently, because I'm reading this from the instruction manual, you can also give your Senzu Bean to your partner in co-op mode if he needs it. So yeah. Since I have never played this game with anybody before, I did not know that. That's why I have the instruction manual right here in my left hand. On the top right of your screen, you will see the Dragon Radar. And it actually shows where you are on the level. And you can actually purchase upgrades for your Dragon Radar to show the position of enemies and the placement of different power-ups and pickups and stuff. Like the red and yellow capsules, Senzu Beans, and other things you might find later on. And if you don't know which way to go, refer to the arrow on the Dragon Radar, which will point you in the right direction. And it says here in the instructional manual, you can press the control pad up and down to toggle between the 3 different modes on the Dragon Radar. Yellow will show the Dragon Balls, red shows enemies, which you need to get a key sense upgrade for that, and purple will show pickups, which involves the Lucky upgrade, which I don't have, but you have to get that later on. As you can see right there, those big boulders, you can blast them, but it won't do any good. What you need to do is you need to buy the special move upgrade, which is what we're doing right now. And of course, a special move. This will apply to every single character that you have in the game, so you don't have to buy this for every single character. Same thing with the rest of the things. You don't have to buy multiple combos and stuff for each character, so that's definitely helpful. Each of the characters, they'll have they have different special moves. Goku will have the Kamehameha, Gohan will have the Masenko, Piccolo will have the special beam cannon, Vegeta will have the Gallic gun, and Trunks will have the burning attack. So that's not too bad. Let's see, what else can I say? I don't know why Raditz has Cybermen, because, well, he never had them in the anime nor in the manga, which is quite odd. Let's see. As you can see, I'm locking onto that enemy over there using the L button. I can just press and hold down the L button, and I can launch specific attacks at that particular enemy. So that is definitely not bad at all. Let's see. Basically, one of the things that can happen is while you have an enemy targeted, you can move the control stick towards an enemy to dash. You can move the control stick left or right to strafe. And you can do a backflip by moving the control stick away from an enemy. So that's not too bad. That's pretty useful. But we're at the end of the level where we're about ready to encounter Goku's brother, Raditz.
Don't mess with me! Goku and Piccolo, the Earth's two greatest fighters, confront the Saiyan invader Raditz. Though his son is still locked away in the Saiyan space pod, Goku refuses to submit to Raditz's demands. He vows to defeat Raditz and save the Earth, or die trying.
So now we're facing off against Raditz. Now, as you will see, Raditz has a pretty high health bar. Now, one of the things I was able to figure out during a test playthrough that I did was that this won't work for some of the later enemies. Well, work for some of the later enemies, but you can actually stun lock some enemies by doing kick 4 times, then a punch, then kick 4 times, then a punch, and do that repeatedly, and you'll actually stun lock them. This won't work all the time. Some of the later enemies you'll find in the game, they'll actually break out of that particular combo, so yeah. But so far so good. I mean, that's a pretty good way to actually get through a lot of the enemies in the game. It's just stun lock them like that. Raditz, he's not too hard, so you shouldn't have any troubles with Raditz, but if you do, well, you have Senzu Beans that will help you. Senzu Beans are your lives. If you run out of Senzu Beans, that means you're out of lives. So, try not to run out of lives. But yes, Raditz is almost out, and this isn't too hard at all. Yay!
Desperate to help his father, young Gohan's anger explodes, and the incredible powers sleeping within him are momentarily awakened. Gohan attacks and lands a critical blow that weakens the evil Raditz. Goku summons the last of his strength, and in a valiant effort, sacrifices his own life to ensure the villain's defeat and save the human race from utter destruction. The battle won, Piccolo is confident that Goku's friends will use the power of the Dragon Balls to wish the fallen hero back to life. But with his final words, Raditz dashes Piccolo's hopes by informing him that 2 even more powerful Saiyans are on their way to Earth. In 1 year they will arrive, and they will stop at nothing to have the Dragon Balls for their own evil purposes.
And with that, part 1 is now over. Haha. So, with that out of the way, we see our stats. And I'll see you all later for part 2 of Let's Play Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Ciao for now.